expert installs, and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha community. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
Again?
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
and electrical.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
What is the rear wiper in the
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars.
I'm not worried about the rear wiper. Let's get the battery changed.
Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing.
All right,
Eagle
thank you.
Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome to 93.7 The Ticket. This is the Captain Show. It is the fastest 2 hours in radio. And it is me, the black shirt, and Bach going to start it off today. Bach, we got a lot of news to go over today, Bach. We got the NBA draft tonight. And I seen an article about Cooper Flagg being a billionaire by the time he's the age of 31, if everything go according to how they got it.
Yeah, that's certainly in play here. A lot of money to be tossed around. Of course, a lot of that would be his second contract in the NBA.
Yeah, and the third one.
Yeah.
But they say the collective bargain, if he would have stayed in school a year or two, that when the new collective bargain deal comes out, he could have made a lot his first year.
Yeah, it's interesting. I did see people arguing maybe you could do that just because of the amount of money that he would made at Duke, which is reportedly pretty high. That might have been advantageous to wait for collective bargaining. But then again, you got to remember, if you waited a few more years, yes, the money at Duke would be nice, but would it make up for NBA money? Not likely. And then you're putting off your second contract again, which is the big contract. And we're all just assuming he's not going to get hurt. He's going to be an all-star. And that's when that second contract obviously would be huge. Now it's going to be huge one way or another to the common man, but it'll all depend on if he plays out. And I know he's thought of as a sure prospect, but you never know with these guys. Anthony Bennett was once picked number 1. Again, not quite the prospect that Cooper Flagg is, but it's never a sure thing.
Now let's go back in time, Bach, and name me some of the busts that have been number 1 picks that haven't been that haven't had that glorified NBA career. Let me think of one. One right now, I could Kwame Brown. Now a lot of people that's it goes both ways because.
Be careful saying that. He'll come and get you.
Yeah, I mean
he will.
He's a Georgia guy, so I'm really not worried about him. But he talks a good game. But he played on the Wizards team with Michael Jordan. I don't think they properly had him developed right. I don't think he got the proper treatment. When you hear stories about how he was treated and the way things go, it's hard not to put him number 1.
Yeah, and he did. I mean, to his point again that he usually makes, he did play like 12 years in the league. It's just different when you're comparing that to the number 1, being the number 1 pick overall. That's not the expectations. Isn't that you have a long career? It's that maybe you'll lead a franchise and hopefully make a couple all NBA teams and all that. By the way, if you're on screen, you can see our buddy Todd Euler from Window World.
Forgot about Euler.
Yeah,
I forgot about Euler. I forgot about the old guy. I forgot Window World Wednesday, y'all.
That's right.
I didn't even have my YouTube app up, so I get it up right now. Welcome in, Todd. Window World Wednesday, y'all. We have Todd Euler on the line. Todd, we'll get to you in a second, right quick. We're gonna finish this basketball thing up, but we want to get everything your updates on your surgery and how you doing and how you're walking and if the streak's still alive, which I know is not, but you're gonna tell me it is. So we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But Bach, let's go back to what I was saying. I got a couple of names right here. Greg Odom.
Yeah, I mean, obviously injuries kind of played into that one, but especially you consider KD was in that draft. That makes it a little bit harder not to overlook the fact that obviously Greg, it's crazy now to think of, obviously knowing what we do know and the way that the game evolved, that Kevin Durant was drafted after Greg Oden. In fact, the next couple of picks would have been pretty good. Kevin Durant, Al Horford, and Mike Conley all have had productive careers. Again, back to, I don't know if everybody be happy with Mike Conley drafted number 1, but Greg Oden, unfortunately, the man who looked 40 and again coming out. But the other thing is just the game was still changing, right? At that time, it was maybe a dominant big would be the big prize possession, as the next couple of years would kind of take into more account the power, the bigs obviously kind of ruled the 90s. You had Michael Jordan and different players that helped win championships there, but it was kind of the land of the bigs. And then, this by mid 2000s, we're only starting to see the transfer maybe to more of a wing dominant league.
All right. Anthony Bennett. You know who that is?
I do. That's a good pick. Because I don't even know how long he was in the league. I think just like 3 or 4 years. To be fair to that 2013 draft, I don't think there was a lot of great picks. I mean, obviously, Victor Oladipo went next. That would have been a good pick, but you're looking at the other people that were involved there. Otto Porter had a good enough career, but, probably not to be number 1. Cody Zeller, Alex Lynn, Nerlens Noel, Ben McLemore, KCP, Trey Burke, and CJ McCollum in the top 10. Obviously, if you could redo it, I'd like to do CJ McCollum. Giannis was in that draft at number 15, but
Anthony Bennett played only 151 games over 4 years, average 4.4 points a game, more than Stephen A. 3.1 program, 3.1 rebounds per game. Didn't even get it to make a Supermax.
No.
All right, Michael, how you say it?
Olo Candy.
Yeah, I remember him.
The Candyman.
Yeah. Well, first overall at 98, averaged 8.3, 6.6 rebounds a game with only two seasons exceeding 10 points per game.
Yeah, not quite living up to number 1 overall pick, and of course that was the Clippers back then. They had a tough time digging out from the bottom of the NBA. He did not help.
Oh, let's go old school. Sam Bowie. You remember him?
Yes, he was picked above a couple of pretty good players, I believe.
Robert Traylor. You remember him?
Yeah, Tractor Trailer.
Tractor Trailer. Jay Williams. Is this the coach? Or which one is this one?
I think these are just busts in general. I don't know if Jay Williams wasn't a number 1 pick. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect Cooper Flagg to be a bust at all. I think he is a once in a generational player that comes around like a LeBron James. And he could be the face of the NBA if he plays the role like he did, like with Duke. He has to take control of that team. And when I say take control, he has to be that guy. Now, he's going to have some help. Kyrie Irving just read up.
Yeah.
So that's good for him. But they still have Anthony Davis. You're looking at a pretty good three player core right there.
Yeah.
But besides that, when you go past that, I don't know what they have.
Well, and of course, all this is with the Luka Doncic trade in the background, right? The trade that didn't make sense to anybody if you're kind of looking at it from the Mavericks perspective. But they decided it's time to move off of him. And then out of the best luck in the world, as we're supposed to believe, I suppose, is that the Mavericks somehow got the number 1 pick. And here they are with Cooper Flagg falling in their lap. So I don't know. I'm still a little bit. I never like the fact when the Lakers are involved. As a Celtics fan, it makes me skeptical about some stuff going on in the back offices. But Mavericks are set up to take Cooper Flagg here.
All right, now Kyrie signed a 3-year. He's going to sign a 3-year deal, $119 million. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, your Boston Celtics. They traded Porzingis.
Yep.
They traded him to my Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
We're not good at all. I mean, I don't know if it's Trae Young.
Yeah.
But we have the other guy who's pretty good. I forgot his name, but the Atlanta Falcons, Hawks, all of them need to get better. My Braves are really not. It seems like we done played the New York Mets for the last 10 games, Bach. It feels like that because every time the score pops up for the last week and a half, New York, Atlanta.
Well, I said this, speaking of the draft picks last year, the Atlanta Hawks had the number 1 pick and took Zachary Richard, who had a pretty good rookie season. So we'll see the development that he has to make will be interesting. But again, as I try to explain to people, because some people are making fun of me, the Celtics are traded Porzingis and all they got back was a copying machine or whatever, make the jokes, is that they needed to trade Porzingis. They needed to trade Drew Holiday. They needed to trade at least several of their big contracts. And those were the 2 that I thought were the best to get rid of and still field a competitive team. And so they've done that. Now I just hope they stop. I hope they don't trade Jaylen Brown or Derek White unless, again, Giannis or somebody huge is coming in return.
I doubt they would trade that, especially with your guy being out for probably most of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, you see Halliburton, they played so late in the season that he's projected to miss the whole year. So, and that's the thing. I mean, if you take Brown off that Celtics team, you take 40 games right there away.
Yeah. I mean, and obviously the idea is that you would get somebody maybe that could become him, to pair with Tatum when he returns, or you get just a bevy of draft picks. Obviously, you get a good return, and kind of reset things. But I mean, this guy was your Finals MVP, just over a year ago. I don't see the reason. Some have said they need to, but there's no reason to blow it up. There's some moves that need to be made, like they did here. And again, again, you get rid of Porzingis, get George Niang in return. That's not a great straight up trade, but it's great because of the books that are going into it. That they had to get Porzingis off the books, and Porzingis in their final, not to poo-poo him on his way to Atlanta, because I know you at least want to be a little bit excited about his return, but he averaged 4 points per game in their last series. So he just was not a whole lot of help. Drew Holiday didn't play up to the level he did the previous year or has in previous years. So, it was partially kind of the guys that didn't live up to expectations that are moving out with their giant contracts. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. I just didn't know if they'd be able to find some other teams in the NBA to take them on. But here we are. The Atlanta Hawks are always there.
Well, first of all, Boston is getting old. Al Horford needs to retire.
Well, he doesn't cost anything.
Porzingis, I don't know how old he is, but he looks 40. So and he moves like he's 40.
His body is
his
older,
body is old. But when we talk about that, Gus Mohawk says Kevin Durant at Houston will win more games than Boston.
I listen. Houston's they had the number 2 seed, Ime Udoka. The coach is really good there. They've got some good young talent. I do think that's set up well, but so was Phoenix. So was the Nets. What happened? What happened with Kevin Durant? Why isn't he able to lead these teams? He should give them the closer that they need, and hopefully, and I don't blame them at all for making the move. Kevin Durant is still one of the best players out there, and so I think that they should be a competitor. But I'm not. I got to see it now. I don't know if I believe in Kevin Durant as your number 1 guy with all these stars around him, because it hasn't worked in the previous 2 places he's been.
Yeah. So, Duke has a chance to have 3 players in the top 10.
Yeah.
Are you going to watch the draft tonight? Are you an NBA draft guy?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to be more excited about the second round than I am the first round, partially because the back end of the first round, that's when the Celtics get their first pick. But in the second round, maybe Bryce Williams from Nebraska will be picked. John Tanji, Hunter Salas, 2 guys born in Nebraska, obviously went and played their college ball elsewhere. They might be picked in the second round. So it's kind of a big deal. Throw in, Creighton connections. People don't necessarily love him here in Lincoln, but throwing Ryan Kalkbrenner and Ryan Nembhard, who played a little bit of ball in Creighton as well. And you've got a pretty, heavily impacted second round there. We'll see. And none of these guys are sure things to go in the second round. So you kind of got to see if they're going to be picked there. But could have a little bit of Nebraska flavor in the second round. But yeah, no, I like to see what happens at the top end of the draft as well. I don't know if outside of Cooper Flagg there's a can't miss prospect, but some of these guys are interesting. The Dylan Harper, the fact that San Antonio drafts number 2, they have the rookie of the year last year in Stephon Castle, they have De'Aaron Fox, and of course they have Victor Wembanyama. So they're set up to add another to that growing core. And then I think the Ace Bailey story is just interesting. Because I thought he looked really good at Rutgers, but he was they measured him in at 6'10". When he got to the NBA Combine, he measured in at 6'6". That's a big difference for a top 5 prospect. And so I'm interested to see kind of how the NBA responds to that and where they see him fitting in now.
Now, Bryce, what's his name?
Bryce Williams.
Bryce Williams. Is he better than Bronny James?
Yes, he had a better college career than Bronny.
So he
James.
should go second round.
He should go second round.
Bronny went second.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it shouldn't be. It shouldn't. So is the first round and the second round a one-day thing for the NBA, or
that's correct? Yeah.
So we don't have to wait till Thursday night to see the second round.
No.
So we'll know by morning time if our guys from Nebraska get picked.
Yeah, the second round goes quick. It's kind of fun because they, it's not as heavily, you don't stay in and zoom in on the guys that are sitting in there. So sometimes you'll have like the Nikola Jokic pick. He'll be a pick, and he was the second round pick, and they'll have, I think it's kind of famous, they've got the some commercial for some food on there or something. But the second round will be interesting. And I always like the player comparisons too. A couple of years ago they had Jalen Rose do it. I don't know who they're gonna have doing it, but you'd go into like the back end of the first round, and Jalen Rose was comparing everybody to like all NBA players or all-time greats. You're thinking, man, this draft is really stacked.
So Houston's getting busy. They're re-signing guard Fred VanVleet, 2-year, $50 million. Adding KD to that team, which already was a number 2 seed in the West, does that get them a better chance over OKC, or will you give OKC the okay to be the number one team again in the West?
Well, I mean, they're the betting favorite. OKC should be obviously just winning the championship. But again, it's going to be tough out there in the West. The Rockets do look like a team that is going to be climbing up there. We're able to keep a few of their young pieces that look, are going to help out quite a bit with that building roster. But also don't overlook Denver. I know they didn't have the year they wanted to, but they pushed OKC to 7 games. And anytime, again, you have Nikola Jokic, you're going to be in the conversation out there out in the West.
Now, this one buffles me right quick. NBA owners approved sale of the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Minnesota Lynx, and that is the women's WNBA team, for $1.5 billion. Now, we seen earlier in the week that the Lakers sold for $10 billion. I think Boston sold last year for what, $5 billion?
I have to go back and remember.
Yeah, I mean, but you got two teams that combined for $1 billion. The value of the Minnesota Timberwolves is not that good.
Well, not if you're comparing it. And the Celtics, by the way, were $6.1 billion at the time, was a record. Again, the Lakers will be the record. But yeah, I mean, that lets you know there is a difference in the franchises that are out there, the markets that are out there. Certainly, the Lakers, one of the best brands in sports. Comparing it to the Timberwolves, who have fielded a good team the last couple of years, but as an overall franchise, aren't going to be competing as one of the top overall branded franchise. Now, you never know. Golden State was not in the position to be one of the highest marketed franchises, 15 years ago. Steph Curry, some of the championships they've went through, all of a sudden they were. So winning can certainly help here. And so maybe Minnesota's hopefully, with the new owners, thinking that they got a pretty good purchase here with Ant and some of those up and coming pieces, and the Timberwolves might be a long-term player in the Western Conference.
Now, out of Hunter, Chucky, Bryce Williams, who has the best chance to make it in the league out of these three?
I'd like to say Bryce, right? Because that's our guy.
He's a Husker.
Right.
We don't cheer for the Creighton guy. I don't.
No.
I've never been to a game. Have you?
I've been to a few games, yeah.
Never been to a Creighton game. Never.
Kind of interesting. It's fun to go see the Big East. If you kind of like old time Big East
basketball. I mean, if you like the good team. I mean, I know they're a good team, but the only time we went to basketball games at Nebraska is probably when we played KU and Colorado when they had Chauncey Billups. And KU, that was it. I mean, Kansas State had an all right team, but mostly we went to go see Jock Vaughn when they had that team, and Chauncey Billups when he played. And some other kind of games just for the fun of it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I would encourage you, and it doesn't make you a J-Sker if you go, I don't believe, but maybe it does, and maybe that's why you're hesitating. But if you haven't been, like I said, it's kind of funny. You can go see Georgetown or St. John's or Villanova, some of the old-time teams with history up there in Creighton. And you don't have to cheer for Creighton. You can cheer against them if you want to. So that kind of makes it fun. Like I said, I've been to a few games, and I wasn't necessarily cheering for Creighton when I went. But I do. I mean, I'm somewhat of a J-Sker, I suppose. I'm not overly, I'm Creighton flag in my yard. But
who's a bigger J-Sker, you or Vershan?
That's a good question. I think Vershan has went to a Creighton game in Creighton gear.
Yeah.
So I think that'll probably.
Do you have any gear like that?
I don't have any Creighton gear, no.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
All right, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we got Todd Euler with Window World Wednesday on the streamline, and we're going to ask some questions about how surgery went. How's that 1,229 days went? So when we get back, we're going to ask Todd some questions. Window World Wednesday here on 93.7 The Ticket, The Captain Show.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com. KFXLweather.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, partly sunny, breezy, and hot with a high near 93. Tonight, showers and storms likely with a low near 72. And tomorrow, a continued chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, partly sunny with a light breeze and a high near 89. And meteorologist Kyle Hecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
People always ask me, hey, Livy, what fuels you? Passion? Competition? The pursuit of greatness? None of those things. Raising Cane's is the only fuel I need. Their cooked-to-order chicken fingers always fills my tank, and the crinkle-cut fries and Texas toast are the perfect top-off for the perfect road trip. So when I'm running on fumes, I always refuel at Raising Cane's. But turns out, not everything's fueled by Cane's. Guess the old girl prefers her sauce unleaded. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Batter up. Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Husker fans, the 2025 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and we need your support in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $185. This plan includes a ticket to USC plus Akron or Houston Christian and either Michigan State, Northwestern, or Iowa. Tickets are only available while supplies last. Purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I want to ride. Do you want to ride? June is officially riding month at Rod's Power Sports, Nebraska's largest volume Honda Power Sports dealership. Come in now and take advantage of huge savings and a great inventory selection during Rod's I Want to Ride celebration days all month long. Simply schedule a qualified demo ride on one of their new Honda motorcycles, ATVs, scooters, or side-by-sides, or purchase a new or used vehicle, and you get a free custom I Want to Ride t-shirt. Plus, all month long, they have 10% discounts on all wearables, parts, accessories, and oil change kits when purchased with a new or used Honda. Free refreshments served each Saturday morning in June. Just show up and say, I want to ride, and they'll fix you up with some free stuff and help you pick out that new ride. Come ride with Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln or online at rodspowersports.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 years and older. Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Turn this thing up, man. I can't hear nothing. All right. Window World Wednesday with Todd Euler. Back surgery. Todd, are you there, Todd? Todd Euler, are you there, Todd?
Yes. Can you hear me?
How you feel, Todd? How you feel, Todd?
Well, it's been a little more than 2 weeks, and I was MIA the last 2 Wednesdays. I felt I did my show on Saturday. 1 hour was enough, but yeah, I'm every day getting a little bit better. They went in. I went in at 7:30 in the morning. Cut me open. I was walking by noon. So I was up walking.
No. Todd,
Yeah.
calm down for a second, okay? Calm down. I'm sick of the shenanigans and everybody acting as if they're Superman. So stop it. Where are you at right now? How do you feel today?
I got a 30-minute walk in. I felt really good during it. Good sweat. Picking up the pace a little bit. I track everything, as you know. So yeah, I'm feeling surgery has probably been fairly successful at this point. Obviously
anything that made you say, not regret that you had the surgery, but say, okay, I got to slow down as Todd Euler. I can't go on 3,488 days in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, I just can't. I mean, I had a 10-pound lifting restriction for the first 2 weeks. Saw the doctor yesterday for my follow-up. Got up to 25 pounds, but zero bending over or twisting. Like, not supposed to do any of that stuff. So, that limits me to walking. Yeah, I mean, I can't even take my dog on my walk because he would pull too hard. I wouldn't be able to kind of control him, especially when he sees people. He loves people.
How far out are you? Like what's the I'm back at Euler action?
12 weeks would be so I got 10 more weeks. So 4 weeks from now, I'll hit the 6-week point. We'll have x-rays, all that stuff, and kind of see how I'm feeling at that point. And then they could take off the restrictions and then start building back, start rehabbing. Basically, so there is zero rehab for the next 4 weeks. It's walking, keeping my metabolism up by breaking a sweat every day. It's been interesting with the rain and that kind of stuff, like trying to figure out when to go walk and not get, downpoured on up here. But yeah, it's been a struggle. I haven't posted my scar yet. It's pretty good, and the doctor's like, we had to cut through a lot more muscle than we had anticipated. You're a little thicker than the most guys that we work on.
They had to get the diamond saw out.
Yeah, and
they couldn't use the regular one. They had to get. You know what the diamond saw is? Oh, dude, when they bring that diamond out, dog, that means that whatever adamantium that Euler had in him, the regular saw couldn't cut through.
Yeah.
They said, no, we got to get through. There's a core they got to get through, right? Right, Euler?
Yeah.
Okay, and they said that the regular saw won't work. Get the diamond saw out.
Get the diamond saw, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So
How
needless.
Far?
How long is it?
Yeah, 6 inches, foot. What?
To me it looks like a
crack.
Oh yeah, it's doubled up. Yeah,
Does it go right down your middle of your back?
Oh, right down the middle of my back. Yep. So I'll have plumber's crack when it's really not plumber's crack. So I had that. I had just my last. So I've had 2 surgeries before this, and the scar was about this big. Now it's like 3 times that size. I mean, it's I don't think it's a foot, but it's probably a good 8 to 10 inches. And I'll tell you what, it was pretty tender for the first week. Obviously being on the pain drugs that first week, there was just no way. I mean, you guys could have got me on the radio. I don't know what I might have said at that point. And even so, I came off of those. I did a couple Facebook lives and stuff like that I probably didn't need to do. So I got up. I wanted to make sure I didn't lose my streak. And I know everybody's
your streak is over. You know that, Euler.
I got up at noon.
Over, Euler.
I walked for 5 minutes, 6 different times on Monday, the day of surgery, so I could keep my streak intact.
Day 2,
I walked 8 times at 5 minutes in the hospital.
3?
Day 3, I was able to walk a straight 20 minutes.
4,
and then 4, I was actually back home, so I wasn't home until Thursday. And then I was able to track all that, so I have that all tracked. And
day 4, I'm asking you about day 4.
Yeah, day 4 went 20 minutes, and I'm up to.
You see the shirt I got on?
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. Exactly right.
I have it all tracked.
Your days in a row, your 2,788.99.5 minutes. It's over with, Euler.
No, I got my 20 minutes in, man.
What you said? What?
That's a lie.
You said he had to wait. Hold up. Bach, you said he had to do what?
It had changed what working out means in your current condition. Then working out is a walk compared to, you wouldn't have counted that previously.
Yeah,
I count walks. So Sunday is always an active recovery day of just walking. Just walking in general is
right all over.
Probably,
You're on drugs right now.
You're up to
Are you taking drugs now?
You're up to 3 t-shirts right now. Keep going. We got 5 for you. What size you want?
5-minute walks is not the equivalent to a workout.
To the bathroom and back.
Yes.
It was actually a little circle around the hospital.
No, you're out of the hospital now. You're at home. Yeah. So listen, walking for 5 minutes, 10 minutes is not the equivalent of the 2,688 other workouts that you've done.
I will have you go through surgery and figure out what 5 minutes of walking at post-surgery
Oh
feels
no,
like.
no. That's my point. It's because you're post-surgery, your streak is over. It's done. It's done. Euler, I love you. I know you want to get to about 5,000 or 10,000. I know you do.
I want to be working out the day that I die. So
perfect. Well, you know what? Your days start over today. So
yeah.
You must
talk to us for 8 years when you get back to 2,000 someday. That's 8 years worth of work.
I love this.
That's fine. We could start it over. I'm good with that. Have no problem with it.
Start something fresh.
I say it keeps going, Todd. I'm on your
side. You're such a flip flopper.
Well, yeah, you can't go through surgery and expect them to have the same workout routine.
You're an easy street type of guy.
Here's what I'll tell you. I went in at 216 pounds. This morning I was 214. I've actually lost weight by working out less.
You didn't lose much.
2 pounds in 2 weeks.
Nah, that's not much.
So
you ain't doing anything.
Yeah,
your streak is over with, buddy.
You ain't walking.
I am walking every day. Like today, I went 1.38 miles in 25 minutes.
Hey, Terrell, that's the best he's doing is walking. Are you walking on the treadmill or you're actually walking on the...
I'm outside. I'm outside, yeah.
Okay, anyway, how fast you think you're going?
That probably average pace of like 3.5 miles an hour.
That's another lie. Terrell, we're going to have to give him a 6-pack of shirts.
I don't know. I don't think we got that many, man. We have to go just make pins up. That's a lie.
Can we get a Window World That's a Lie shirt?
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do that.
Here come here. You can go to the mall or the grocery store and walk around.
See, that's your problem. That you talk. Listen. Don't entertain it.
Yeah, who walks in
It's
the grocery
Window
store?
World Wednesday with Todd Euler and his streak ending. That's what we're talking about. The streak is over with.
2,048 days. I made it over 2,000, so there's probably
How many years is that?
It's almost 7 years.
No.
Yeah, 2,048 divided by 365. Almost 6 years. Sorry.
That's why that's why Doc, he doesn't want to concede. Maybe that's why you don't want to concede.
Yeah. Because that's a long time.
Hey, listen, the truth hurts. Okay,
your streak is over like
All right?
Nebraska.
It's over with. Like Nebraska streak. Start a new.
90s are over. You got to start a new streak.
How many sellouts, Buck? How many sellouts?
Oh, I don't know.
300. Yeah, with
400,000
missing from one section.
Hey,
it don't matter. If we buy it, Terrell,
Seats are
the
sold.
streak is still going.
I don't care about the tickets. I'm talking about the gap in the stadium. though.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
That's
It's
not a
about
sellout
the
streak.
sellout.
That's
It's
not
about selling the tickets at Memorial Stadium. And you know what, Husker fans? Don't you stop it, okay? Don't you stop the one thing that we can hang our hat on for the rest of our lives if you keep it going. We will be the best sellout streak ever in sports history. Okay? Don't stop. If we got to buy the tickets, guess what? I'll chip in.
That's a lie.
I'll chip in. You got a t-shirt. I'm chipping in.
Yeah.
We're not going to give that up. Guess I'm a fan now. I'm a part of that section. So don't you come telling us.
Are you a fan of college football or you just a fan of
I'm not
Nebraska?
a fan of college football. You got to be kidding me. I'm a fan of the Go Big Red.
All right, Window World Wednesday here with Todd Euler. We're going to get some more questions out of Todd Euler when we come back. This is the Captain Show.
No surgery.
The fastest 2 hours in radio. Look at me. I can do this, and y'all can't. We'll be right back.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
Batter up! Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
I want to ride. Do you want to ride? June is officially riding month at Rod's Power Sports, Nebraska's largest volume Honda Power Sports dealership. Come in now and take advantage of huge savings and a great inventory selection during Rod's I Want to Ride celebration days all month long. Simply schedule a qualified demo ride on one of their new Honda motorcycles, ATVs, scooters, or side-by-sides, or purchase a new or used vehicle, and you get a free custom I Want to Ride t-shirt. Plus, all month long, they have 10% discounts on all wearables, parts, accessories, and oil change kits when purchased with a new or used Honda. Free refreshments served each Saturday morning in June. Just show up and say, I want to ride, and they'll fix you up with some free stuff and help you pick out that new ride. Come ride with Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln or online at rodspowersports.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 years and older. Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
4th of July weekend is coming soon, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble your grill so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Check 1 2. Say it.
Say what?
Whatever you think you
say. What you was saying.
Whatever you think you want to say.
Say what you was saying.
Whatever you think
say
it
what
is you think
saying,
you need
sir.
to say.
I don't have to say anything.
All right,
my actions
zip
speak
it.
louder than words.
Zip it.
My actions speak
Zip
louder
it.
than words. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's right. I get the last word in. That's right.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Yeah.
You welcome.
93.7 The Ticket. We're
good.
Back. Win the World Wednesday here with Todd.
What's the day?
Not your day.
It's the 25th.
25th.
Yeah.
6/25. How many more days of June?
What is it? 29 days in June, Bob?
That's right.
30 days. Yeah.
30?
Yeah, well. Yeah, 5 more days, guys. It's just good five. Hot 5.
5 in the wake, 4 in the wake up.
4 in the wake up. For what? I don't know, but 4 in the wake up, there's going to be big news. But listen to me. Nebraska gets into July. When did we start camp?
At the end of July. 29th, 28th.
Is there any information online of how hard we're working? Can we find it? Can I go to my Husker page and find it? Bach, you don't have it anywhere?
Well, maybe we should ask Mr.
1,
Todd
3.
Euler. I think he knows a
Euler?
guy or two on the team.
Euler, you know what we're doing here? How we're working, buddy?
Yeah, they're hard at it. I think sounds like they're pretty much gonna hand it over to the players for July to run it.
They have to.
And, yep.
They've been listening.
Yep. So they're gonna hand it to the players in July, and from what I've heard from my son, and it's all gonna be player led, and mandatory, not mandatory. It's who wants it the most, right? And so exactly what we went through, I think. So I think that obviously Trent's had a great June. Besides having the toe fracture, he had an injection on Monday to try and help speed things along here. But lifting wise, it hasn't slowed him down, that kind of stuff. And he says the guys are working. He's super pumped for fall. Just, what it's like waiting for fall ball.
Are they working, or are they just there? Because some people just be there.
You ain't told us anything, Euler.
Some people just be there.
Like your other back.
Some people just be there. Like some just there.
Right. From what I get from him, and I don't try to pry. I don't want to, but I know he's working, and I know if he, he's trying to obviously get bigger, faster, strong. He is bigger, faster, and stronger than he's ever been. So if the guys are falling in line and doing the same as him, I think we're going to be in a good spot, right? And then as far as what he says, guys are showing up, guys are putting in the work, guys are working hard. I think everybody wants to come out and make this year a statement year, right? And not just because it's Coach Rule's third year, it's because these guys are bought into the program a little more than they had been in the past, probably.
What makes you say that they're bought into the program than they were in the past, Euler?
The fact that the fact that guys are showing up at this early of a time, like they're there at 6:30 in the morning in the summer. We never were required to be there that early. They're getting it done.
You know why? Because we wanted to be there in the heat.
Yeah, I get that.
Nobody's getting up at 5:36. What are you really going to get out of Vershan Jackson at 5:30 in the morning?
Nothing.
What are you going to get out of Terrell Farley at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning? Tell me.
A grumpy Terrell
That's
Farley.
it? No.
They've been doing it for 3 years now, so I think
doesn't matter.
Or even
Doesn't
longer.
matter,
Once you get used to it, I get up every morning to do my stuff.
You're a workout guy, Euler. Let me ask you a question. Do you work out harder at 5 a.m. or 3 a.m., 3 p.m.?
For me personally, I get better. I get better results in the morning.
For you, I'm asking Todd.
Yeah.
Set the bar, Euler, not just any Euler. Set the bar, Euler. That's a different deal. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm saying when I say set the bar? Black shirt. Do you understand when I say set the bar, Euler? What I'm talking about?
It's set high.
Yeah. It not only is it set high, but anytime that you have a business that's called set the bar, that's the how much you putting on. So I'm asking, set the bar, Euler, that question, not you and what you do personally. I'm saying.
Yeah, I would say that the results are better in the morning than they are in the afternoon. Can I go harder in the afternoon?
Oh, that's a lie.
Potentially. For
We've
real,
never worked out. How do you justify that?
Because I've done both. I was an afternoon guy or evening guy for a long time, and I switched everything to the morning, and it just made everything better. It starts your day better. You feel better all day long. And you don't have that, I got to do this workout at 3 or 4 or 5 in the afternoon, right? It's already done. And I mean, post workout, all the good stuff you get from post workout, you get it right away in the morning. It just makes your day better. You're able to focus longer, things like that. I mean, our core program is the metabolic morning matrix. It's not the metabolic afternoon matrix, right? And we get so much better results by doing it in the morning. And so I think Coach Rule's onto something. I mean, obviously Frost did the same thing. They did it pretty early. But you just feel better for the rest of the day. You're able to go throughout your day with higher clarity. And guess what? You're going to bed earlier. I tend to find out when I work out later in the day, I can't go to bed because those endorphins are kicking in and I can't sleep. Right. These guys, my son's in bed at 9 o'clock at night. Like, he's like, Dad, I'm beat. I'm going to bed.
All right. I got a question for you, Euler.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play better football at 6 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Just a regular question. I know if I could
run over there and high five you, I would. We could go. You know how they go run and jump together. Yeah. That's what I would do to you right now on the radio for that question, Terrell. Great job. Go ahead, Euler.
Yeah. So obviously, I've never played football at 6:30 in the morning. So, but I do know from baseball, like my kid had to play baseball games at 7 a.m. starts, and you got to be up pretty early for that. I would say they're a lot less awake for that baseball game. But obviously, like, it's how you prepare, right? If we get up 2 hours before that game and we get food in and we get moving, and then he's locked in by 7 a.m. If we're just waking up and rolling to the field, then we're going to struggle that day. Right. So, I prefer the morning workouts. I honestly do. Like, this whole last 2 weeks has been a struggle because it's hard to get out of bed. And so I finally Monday started getting back to I was doing it at night, and some of it was rain. Some, I'm not going to walk in the rain. But
Zoom in on this real quick for me, Bob. Go ahead and talk, bro. Why you zooming on this for Euler?
All right, 93.7 the ticket. Captain Show. This is the fastest 2 hours in radio, and we're giving out a lot of T-shirts today.
I got T-shirts for life, I guess.
Is your child 7 to 8 years old and wanting to get involved in competitive baseball or softball? The Nebraska Dominators have been active in the youth sports community since 1994 and are currently holding tryouts for their 7U and 8U baseball and softball teams. Visit the Nebraska Dominators Facebook page for more info today and provide your player the path to a successful and enjoyable youth sports experience with the help of the Nebraska Dominators.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300 $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750. All through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Batter up! Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Hopefully you and I agree that you should do everything you can to save your marriage. Divorce is hard, expensive, and its outcome is usually not all you hope for. However, when doing everything has failed, when divorce remains as your last option, consider Cordell & Cordell as your first choice to help you through the divorce process to a better place on the other side. We've been a partner men can count on for more than 30 years. Let us be that partner for you.
The attorneys at Cordell & Cordell work to help men maximize their role in their children's lives. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Lincoln area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 402-858-3220. That's 402-858-3220. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Lincoln. 1221 N Street, Suite 801, Lincoln, Nebraska 68508.
Looking to upgrade your hay equipment this season? Landmark Implement has a lineup of pre-owned balers and windrowers ready to go to work. In the race against time, make sure your hay equipment is up to the task. When you buy used hay equipment from Landmark, you're backed by our extensive parts and service network, complete with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you in the field. Shop all used hay equipment online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
This
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Check 1 2 1 2. Jason, I'm not trying to block you. Somehow somebody is saying something about blocking you, sir. Are they doing throwbacks this year or alternate uniforms? These black ones look clean. I know Terrell ain't a fan though. Are y'all? Absolutely not. Let me say this one more time. Absolutely not am I a fan of alternate uniforms. Bach, you know why?
Why is that?
Black Shirt, you know why? Euler, you know why? Because it doesn't matter. Win games. It doesn't recruit people. It doesn't go out and recruit guys because you got 17 uniforms. It doesn't. Doesn't win you championships because you got 20 uniforms.
No, I don't think Nick Saban had too many different alternate uniforms.
Did they even have any alternate uniforms?
No, not to my knowledge.
Why would we?
They were.
Why would we? Tell me why we?
Sell a few more jerseys.
What? Who cares? We got more money. We don't need to sell. Listen, $250 to $250 million means what?
Not a lot in that case.
I didn't think so. Jason Bear says competitive sports is a lot of mental work. Working out is better in the morning.
Thank you.
I'm going to disagree with you, Jason.
I've never done it.
I have done it, Euler. I've done it. I've done it.
Probably working out is better, but football-wise, you need the heat because you have to play in the heat. You have to run in the heat, and I think that's better for your body when we used to do it back in the days because we played in this heat. I mean, they had to play in this heat.
Listen, if you are training your body to be in the best shape possible, you don't work out at 5 a.m. You work out at 3. When it's the hottest, it is. Period. I get it, Euler, what you're saying. If we're older men, yes, starting our day out with a great workout is perfect. But as young men, these guys could start their day out with a workout, but at 3 o'clock, to me, they better be right back out there working out again. 5 o'clock, 6. Well, do you want to be good or you want to be great, Euler?
So I think a lot of their practices run till 11:30, noonish. Pretty hot then.
It ain't hot. It's not hot at 11:30. It is at 3.
It's just as hot.
I'm not buying that, Euler. Euler, you're not going to come up with soft batch cookie stuff, man. July 1st is right around the corner. Yeah. We're not going to do the soft batch cookie anymore. Bach, black shirt. There's no more soft batch cookie around here. This is 1995 Husker Power. Every time I get on the radio, you're going to be a little pissed. I get it. We were just that good. Sorry, Bach. Terrell, we was just that good to be the greatest team ever in college football. We was a part of that, Terrell. Euler, we was a part of the greatest team in college football for the last 30 years. Do you know what kind of honor that is?
It's awesome.
Black shirt. That's not
93.
It's a lot of teams. It's 30 years of teams.
You get it about 93 overall.
Who's the 93 overall? Oh, you. Hey, let me ask Euler. Hey, Euler, if in the game, what would you say Terrell would be overall on the 95 team?
For like Madden?
Yeah. I mean, NCAA, yeah. But Madden, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would even be in the 90s. I don't know where.
I'd give you 90s too, bro.
He'd definitely be in the 90s. I mean, nobody got to the ball the way Terrell got to the ball.
When we went over Nebraska yesterday, and we went over their top players. I think Dan Key was at 88. Trent Marquise Watson was at 87. And a couple of guys was 80, 83, 84, 85. No Dylan Riola. But he was an 80 on the game last year.
That's a lie.
No Dylan Riola.
No, he was an 80.
I said he's at least an 89 this year.
I mean, dang, that's 10 points. You went up. 9.
What are you talking about? He played the entire year as a true freshman. He finished the year as a true freshman. Hold up a second. What's that bum that played for us a couple of years ago? What was the bum's name that played for us a couple of years ago? Was he a true freshman? The bum that played for us a couple of years ago.
I don't know
What's his
what
name?
bum you're talking
There's
about.
only one bum that played quarterback for us a couple of years ago. There's only one.
He started.
There's only one bum. If you're a bum, that means you only get some games or a year in.
You're talking about Jeff Sims?
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, Sims.
Jeff Sims, was he a true freshman?
He was not.
Did he play better or worse than Dylan Riola as a true 18-year-old true freshman? By the way, Dylan is 19. Go ahead.
He played a lot worse. I don't think he would be in the 90s category that we're talking about.
He
here.
wouldn't even be in the 70s.
Okay, look, if you want to compare freshmen from last year, Arizona State quarterback.
Who cares?
Freshman.
Arizona State quarterback.
I mean,
Don't
Dylan
nobody
had
care
a
about
down.
them.
His last 5
Arizona
games,
State don't got a running game no more.
He's a
Scatterboo's
redshirt
gone.
freshman.
Yeah, he's a
Big
redshirt freshman. DJ Lagway.
Nah, talk about Nebraska.
No, I'm just
We
saying.
got 5 days. Talk about Nebraska.
Dylan numbers at the end of the season dwindled a lot.
They got better.
No, they did. They went.
Not at the bowl. At the bowl game, it got better.
Oh, what he's saying is the first half of the season, Dylan probably would have been on pace for maybe to come into this year ranked 87, 88, but
It's
that
the
second half of
offensive
the season
coordinator.
didn't look too good.
Why do you think they got rid of the offensive coordinator?
Well, exactly. And then it started to look a little bit better. But again, he has yet to throw for over 300 yards in a game.
Oh, look at the receivers.
We need to run the ball more.
Those are some big time receivers we had last
Nair
year.
is a big time receiver.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
You go look what the 49ers
No,
say
I
about
don't care
Isaiah
about
Nair,
what the 49ers
and you go look
say.
what the 49ers say. And
Doesn't
it
matter.
was the coaches.
What did Nebraska
It was a
say?
coach's thing more than it was a player's thing. If you got a
I would agree with that.
23-year-old coach, we talked about this all last year, and that coach is not here because the receivers wasn't running their routes. They wasn't running correctly. Now, Isaiah Nair, he goes signs a free agent with the 49ers, and they say he's probably the next Randy Moss. How they love him.
I think he was. I told you I loved him at Wyoming. I loved him when Texas came in and stole him from Mike Grant. And I wonder what happened to him. I thought he was a great receiver. Is he a receiver to blow the top off? Absolutely not.
I mean,
He's not.
The 40 times tells no lie when he ran it.
not.
4-4-1.
However you get through. I said, people are running 4-1, 4-1s and 4-2s now.
Nobody runs 4-1, VJ.
What?
Who ran a 4-1?
Prime time.
That's a myth.
Somebody ran a 4-2.
Nair was a great athlete. I don't know if he's a great football player. Great athlete, good football player. But I don't know.
I think he's going to be a good pro.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that from him. I'm saying he's
my downfall is that when I talk about the receivers last year, I do not put all the blame on the coach.
There is no PT peer.
I put 75% of that on that coach.
Who is the PT peer of that crew? Who's
the
the
prime time player?
That's right.
Of when? Last year's receiving crew?
Sir, yes, sir.
I have to go Barney. He showed the most.
Can you queue up how many stats? You queue up Barney's stats, please.
For a freshman.
Yeah, I don't give a damn what it is. You can say for the freshman or whatever the case may be.
Freshman record.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's a freshman or not. We're talking about somebody that's leading the Nebraska football team. So whether he's a freshman or a senior, I'm saying who led Nebraska's football team in receiving last year? Barney?
No, Banks did.
Barney didn't even lead.
Yeah, Banks is a possession
What was
receiver.
your other guy?
Nair.
He didn't even lead.
He led in touchdown receptions.
Okay, good job. He didn't leave her in receiving yards. What I'm talking about. Can you please just read her off real quick?
So Jamal Banks had 44 receptions, 587 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Stop for a second. Do you think that'd be good? 549 yards. Our top receiver that plays receiver. Do you think that'd be good for the top 10 in the Big Ten?
No, but it's good for a freshman quarterback.
But no, we're not talking about a quarterback.
Well,
We're
you
talking
have
about
a freshman,
receiver, right?
You have a freshman quarterback.
I don't care. 549 yards.
87, by the way. 587.
Whatever. 500 plus yards. And it doesn't get it done. Who's the next guy? How many do you have?
Isaiah Nair then had 34 receptions for 455 yards and 5 touchdowns. Remember, in one less game because he didn't play in the bowl game.
You still don't have 1,000-yard receiver right now. Okay, give me his guy that's a PTPer.
Ja'Cory Barney led the team in receptions with 55 of them for 447 yards and no touchdowns through the air.
Think about that for a second, Terrell. That's the guy that you said was the PTPer.
Yeah.
The guy that
he was the
has
best.
not sniffed the end zone.
I think he was the best player overall on that offense last year.
Is he right now?
I think he's still that guy.
How?
Until you prove me
what's
wrong.
the name?
You have to prove it wrong.
Well, obviously the game said that what's his name? Day.
Nobody,
receiver Day was better than him.
Okay.
Yeah, Dane Keith.
Okay. You basing us off another team in the SEC. Now you're in the Big Ten.
Listen, I don't even really care. I just think for me, I was a good guy. I still think we can go 10-2. I really do. But guess what I won't do? Sugarcoat it. Okay? Sugarcoating is over. Come take me off. Come on down here and be like, VJ, you got to get off the radio because you're too real. Because this is not working. All right? We got 34. How many days before the first game? How many days?
Over 60.
68, 69.
You know how fast that's going to go?
Yeah.
So I'm interested, Euler, in seeing guys post them doing 225 for 30 reps. I'm interested in guys posting that's not giving any game plan away. That's just showing the world that you're working hard. How come we don't see that?
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. How come we don't see that, though? If you're going to post something, how come we don't see you working hard? How come we don't see him running down O Street? Huh? You want to talk about get the fans behind you? Do you know how we would feel if them jokers ran past our window down O Street?
This ain't Rocky Balboa, VJ. All right, nobody's gonna run behind you and while you're running down the street cheering you on. Okay, run some stadium stairs.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater. Run the stadium stairs.
You're a hater. You know that.
Okay.
But my point is this: if the people in this black truck with the red highlights and this Subaru right behind them saw Dylan Riola and crew running down O Street, you and the rest of us fans would be like, holy blankety blank.
No,
blank.
I won't. Another publicity stunt. That's what it probably be.
Sell more jerseys.
I'd say, what if they brought that bull along? Then I think people would be running from the bull. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, instead of sitting on it.
So let me tell you, would you rather have us sitting next to the bull or getting it in? Would you rather see us sitting next to the bull? Would you rather see Coach Rule taking the picture, jumping off the tractor next to the bull? Or would you rather see them boys working?
I'd rather see them running them stadium stairs, going at it.
You dang right.
With your shirts off and bent over, because you're gonna be tired. I don't think there's a person in this world that can run 20 stadium stairs and think they won't be tired. I mean, that's endurance. That's what you call,
Listen, when you play for other people, you show them what you're doing. Not through I'm bragging, but by the way, if I can show you how to dance and get my boogie on, Eric, if I can get my boogie on, baby, if I can go to the club and get my boogie on, Bach, where's that other thing? If I can go to Coachella and get my groove on. Can you dance, Schuler?
No.
Best dance. Oh, you can't dance. Can you do anything, Terrell? What's your best dance?
Huh?
You
Not
can't.
with my back.
Touchdowns. That's my touchdown.
What's your
dance.
touchdown dance?
Anything that gets me in the end zone.
What is the dance, though?
Huh?
It's the dance.
They call it a celly now.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Celly.
Yeah.
What's your celly?
I don't know.
You don't have
kick,
one.
The kick worm.
You've been out.
The kick worm.
You've been out 30 years. You don't
The
know how
kick
it feels,
worm.
do you?
The kick worm.
Did you get in the end zone in '96?
Yeah.
Yes, who? K-State?
Yeah.
So it's been 29 years.
I got in the end zone in '96 against Texas Tech. First play of the game. Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about the first. We're talking about the end. But I get what you're saying. Listen, Eric, I'm sorry, buddy. I got 6 days to be on it, too. You know that?
Did you get into the end zone in '97?
Yeah. Did you get?
That's a lie.
That's not a lie. Yeah.
He ran down there and kickoff. No.
Mueller, why they taking shots at me? Shots fired. Yeah. Good job, Mueller. I mean, good job, Bob.
Thank you for having my back, Bob.
Listen, if nothing else, he's got to have your back because he knows that you need help. If anybody needs help, it's you.
No. 6'1".
Crazy. What are you talking about? They called the touchdown back while you looking.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking.
They called it back.
You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to allow it. I'm facts, baby. I'm going up facts. 1997.
They called it back in the Washington game because Fred Pollock was holding, okay? No, I didn't get it. No.
Oh!
4 catches for like 74 yards. Now what? How many?
So we scored the same. Your last touchdown was the last year that I played.
I had, first of all, I had more touchdowns than you.
Only one more, VJ. A safety more.
I had one in 95. How many did you have in 95? 4?
3?
3 or 4?
3?
You remember the games?
We're
We're 95 here.
Arizona State.
Okay.
Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri.
That's 3. You didn't score no more? I thought you scored one more time. A safety or something.
And then I blocked the kick in the end zone.
Right, I don't count, but you got to get the ball.
That is a safety.
You got the ball?
No, I blocked it out of the end zone.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. I thought you had.
And then I scored one off a block punt.
Okay.
Against who? You didn't count that
Missouri.
one?
Jay Foreman, he was lollygagging. He was finna pick the ball up.
Oh, yeah, he did pick it up.
And he didn't pick it up, and I ran right in front of him and took it from him. So he's been mad for 30 years also.
All right.
I mean, don't make a point. Thanks for buying a new shirt for the ticket. 93.7. That's the last shirt. We'll have it ready for you when you leave, sir.
Eric said, "This is why VJ is the 127 best tight end of Nebraska history." Thanks, Eric. I'll take that any day of the week, baby. At least I'm on the list. 93.7. The ticket will be right.
And low blow right there.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug,
who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Your Nebraska Lottery announces the 2025 NASCAR Powerball Playoff. And it's a great way to get on track for a chance to win $1,000. From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the voucher number online, and you could be one of 20 winners of $1,000 and a chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Roar into any Nebraska Lottery retailer and buy $2 of Powerball today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Looking to upgrade your hay equipment this season? Landmark Implement has a lineup of pre-owned balers and windrowers ready to go to work. In the race against time, make sure your hay equipment is up to the task. When you buy used hay equipment from Landmark, you're backed by our extensive parts and service network, complete with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you in the field. Shop all used hay equipment online at landmarkimp.com. or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Hopefully you and I agree that you should do everything you can to save your marriage. Divorce is hard, expensive, and its outcome is usually not all you hope for. However, when doing everything has failed, when divorce remains as your last option, consider Cordell & Cordell as your first choice to help you through the divorce process to a better place on the other side. We've been a partner men can count on for more than 30 years. Let us be that partner for you.
The attorneys at Cordell & Cordell work to help men maximize their role in their children's lives. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Lincoln area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 402-858-3220. That's 402-858-3220. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Lincoln. 1221 N Street, Suite 801, Lincoln, Nebraska 68508.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone and Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln with more exciting news for area car buyers.
Charlie, it's just announced that Honda of Lincoln has won 3 of the Lincoln Journal-Star's Lincoln Choice Awards: Best New Car Dealer, Best Auto Repair, and Best Place to Get Your Oil Changed.
Wow, that's great, Andy. Anything else?
Yes, we were runner-up for Best Pre-Owned Dealer and Best Tire Dealer. A lot of people don't understand that we do sell tires here.
Very exciting, Andy. Why do you think your dealership is winning so many awards?
Charlie, we simply say it's the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business.
Looks like Honda of Lincoln is the great news headquarters for Lincoln.
Yes, and even all of Nebraska, we are also announcing that Honda of Lincoln's the only dealer in the state of Nebraska to win the prestigious Honda President's Award for 2024.
Honda of Lincoln, Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hi, I'm Asher on summer break and about to start 2nd grade. Thanks to awesome people like you who picked Aloe Fiber. They donated $193,000 to schools like mine. This summer, I'm using my fast internet to keep learning, and I can't wait to tell my teacher everything I discovered. So if you're a grown-up picking internet, choose Aloe, because Aloe chooses us, our schools, our town, and our future. Go to aloefiber.com to learn more.
4th of July weekend is coming soon, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble your grill so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Power, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, just chill. Yeah. Just chill. Yeah. Chill. 93.7 The Ticket. Captain Show. Old Dad 34 says rule made a rule that they can't make videos in the weight room, VJ. That's why we don't see it. Old Dad 34, you think you was a coach. I'm starting to begin to think that you're a coach, and that's why you know what you know. Reveal yourself, Old Dad 34, because ain't you Terrell's neighbor? Seem like that's this your neighbor? No. Okay, anyway, I thought it was. AD's neighbor, somebody like that. I'm not talking about from the facility, sir. I'm not talking about from the weight room, sir. I said extra. That means away from the facility. That means when you don't have to be there because they have phones and they release all types of other things when they're not there at the facility because they have phones. Old Dad 34. All love. No hate. Money G in Kansas says topic for someday. You know what, Money J? We're going to make it for today. We're going to make it for today. He says, this is for you, Terrell, then we'll go to your deal. With the way college athletics are going, with the portal and all, what is it going to take for a player to get his number retired these days? 4 years at one school. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. No 1-year wonders.
2 years at one school. I think Shadur Sanders already had his.
Well, that's because his dad was the coach. Okay, if his dad was the coach, it wouldn't be retired.
Bot, Bot, put the camera on us, Bot. Put the camera on us. All right, I'm gonna look at you. Mm-hmm. You looking at me?
Yeah.
What am I gonna say?
That's a lie.
It's an absolute lie, Terrell. How did you get it?
I didn't get my number retired.
Well, if you're a Hall of Famer, you might as well.
I put in work.
They don't retire numbers in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Johnny Rogers is the only number I know to get retired.
Yeah. I mean, should Sanders' number got no.
Yeah, they don't got
Darian Hagan. You got guys who won that.
You can only name like five. They only got three. They only got that much.
Yeah, and it took Rashawn Salon to pass away to get his on there.
I think it's overrated. Retiring numbers is overrated. I think you use the numbers that you got. Just trust me, burn 0. Do not let anybody wear 0 or 1.
All right, you ready?
Nebraska does have 3 retired jerseys, by the way.
Who? Mike Rozier?
No, some of them are the older ones. Let me look it up exactly.
Dave from Renew said Mike Rozier's number is retired.
It was, but Amon Green wore it.
That's what I'm. Listen, say it one more time, Euler.
It was retired, and then Amon Green wore it.
Dave.
So it's not retired anymore.
Big Dave, I love you to death, but I'm glad Euler said something because I had a different set of words I was going to use for you because usually you're right. You're so wrong. It's pathetic because even if it is retired, how do you wear a guy's retired number? If the number is retired, how do you wear it? Because not only Amon Green wore Mike Rozier's number, Juggernaut, what's his name? Darren Diedrich wore 30.
Kier Green wore 30.
Kier Green wore 30. There's a couple other guys that wore 30. So how was it retired?
The only retired numbers in Nebraska football are number 20, Johnny Rogers, like you mentioned, number 60, Tom Novak. And here in honor of 64 days until kickoff, number 64, Bob Brown.
Okay. Here, Dave Farino takes another shot. Dave, I thought you knew that Coach Jackson, the captain, didn't take no shorts, buddy. I win 99.2% of the time.
That's a lie.
That's the truth. He said Johnny Rogers' number was retired. I like how you say that was. Because there's no way that Johnny Rogers' number got retired. When you retire, do you go back to work?
Unless you get somebody
When you
permission.
retire from the NFL,
you give somebody permission to wear it.
Let me say this one more time. Tom Brady retired from the NFL this past year. Did he go back? Nope.
No.
Not this time.
No, retired officially. Okay, so when you retire, that means there's no coming back. So I love the fact that you say Johnny Rogers' number was retired. Yeah, his son wore it, but who else wore number 20?
Mike Booker.
Thank you.
Marlon Lucky.
Thank you.
Josh Bullock.
Thank you. Stop it about this retired stuff.
Addy Knolik, I think, wore it.
Stop it.
I think there was a brief time where 20. I don't even know. I think it's kind of back
Not
and
in
forth.
not in your lifetime.
Whether it's like a retired number.
Not in your
to wear or
lifetime,
not.
Bach. Not in your lifetime did you ever see number 20 retire. When? Not when you can remember. Because Johnny's son would have came in 89, 88.
I think it was unretired then, and then may have been re-retired because
when
I haven't seen it, but I don't think they wear 20 anymore.
I just told you, Mike Booker had 20.
That's what I'm saying. Is since I don't.
I
know
just
what it
told
was.
you. You just said Marlon Lucky had 20.
Josh Bullock. I think like since the mid 2000s, I don't know if anybody's had 20.
Oh yeah, come on.
Nobody has it this year.
And even if they don't have 20, maybe they should put 20 on. Maybe they can play like 20.
Big shoes to fill.
And there's the distinction too, because they have retired jerseys. There's 15, 20 retired jerseys I can count here, but 3 numbers that are retired. Well, there's a difference between retiring the jersey and then actually not being able to pick that number.
What number was Bob Brown?
60.
60?
64.
64.
Okay, so
Novak was 60.
Whoa. Don't say a word. Let me finish this. You said Bob Brown's number was retired?
Yes.
There was a 64 that we played with Todd Euler.
John Zadishka.
How did you know, John? How did you know? Wasn't he 64?
Yeah.
Bob Brown's number was retired in 2004, I believe.
Oh, so it was after.
Oh, it was after.
Okay. I'm not counting that.
Tom Novak's number was retired in 1949.
What number was that?
Number 60.
60.
No, I haven't seen 60. I haven't seen a 60. So Crash Novak, yeah, but I haven't seen a 60. What else?
And then Johnny's number was retired after his Heisman Trophy winning season in 72. But again, as we've been over it, was since done by Huskers since then at times.
Who is Bobby Reynolds?
Bobby Reynolds was a great running back for Nebraska back in, like, I believe
30.
Yeah,
31?
long time ago. Yeah.
Okay, so it says that Bobby Reynolds, who wore number 20, was also retired.
You know what, man? You know what, Dave? I love you, but you're wrong, buddy. You can say what you want to. There's no retired jerseys. Eric Crouch's number's not retired.
It says in Nebraska football history, the number 20 has been retired, along with 60 and 64. Number 20 was retired in honor of Bobby Reynolds, who also wore the number from 1931 to 33.
So what year was it retired? That's what I'm saying. It's a lie. You guys stop it, guys. You can't tell me that the number 7 was retired. You can't tell me that. I don't care that it says Husker retired jersey because the worst quarterback in the history of quarterbacks got number 7. What's his name again, Bob?
Jeff Simmons.
Wasn't he number 7?
He was.
Oh, okay. Tommy Frazier. He's got Tommy Frazier up here. Was 15. How many 15s do we have this year? Two. Okay. We'd already talked about 20. We talked about 30. You know Trev Albert's number 34 couldn't have been retired, right?
Well, he's just the best number 34.
No, I know that. But he's got here that he retired. We know that Trev Albert's 34 is not retired. There's been a lot of 34s. I was the next 34, right? Dave Remington. Can you guys give me a 50? Can you give me a 50, Euler? You play with him.
Heskew?
Mm-mm.
No.
Julius?
Julius Jackson. Yeah, Julius Jackson.
Wow.
There we go.
My boy Bach is giving ham.
Randy Stella
was 34.
Yep.
Yeah. There's been a lot of 34s.
Yep.
Cody Glenn.
Oh, yeah?
34. There's been a ton of 34s. Stuart Bradley, 34. What's the running back?
Terrell Newby.
Newby, 34. There's been a ton of 34s. I'm not giving that. So we're not retiring. That jersey, to me, if you retire a number, it never comes back. You don't get to wear it. Okay?
Unless the person they retired to give you permission in the NFL, though. I'm just saying.
First of all, did the person who wore the number, did he get permission to retire the number?
Well, Warren Moon or Randall what's that, Bob? The quarterback from Houston? I mean, for
you're comparing
Tennessee.
apples and bananas.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
He gave him permission to wear his jersey.
You're comparing NFL and
well, if somebody gave you permission to wear it, you got permission.
But if I retired it, how can you get permission from Bach to wear it? I retired your number. I retired it. How you gonna ask Bach, can you wear it?
That's what they had with the Abdul Carter, was asking everybody if they could retire his bring back the
What was
retired
it? And what
number.
was the answer he got?
No.
There's a reason why they retired it. And it don't matter how much money he could have gave LT. That number's worth way more retired. 93.7 the tickets. We will retire this segment into the last one.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Hopefully you and I agree that you should do everything you can to save your marriage. Divorce is hard, expensive, and its outcome is usually not all you hope for. However, when doing everything has failed, when divorce remains as your last option, consider Cordell & Cordell as your first choice to help you through the divorce process to a better place on the other side. We've been a partner men can count on for more than 30 years. Let us be that partner for you.
The attorneys at Cordell & Cordell work to help men maximize their role in their children's lives. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Lincoln area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 402-858-3220. That's 402-858-3220. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Lincoln. 1221 N Street, Suite 801, Lincoln, Nebraska 68508.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Looking to upgrade your hay equipment this season? Landmark Implement has a lineup of pre-owned balers and windrowers ready to go to work. In the race against time, make sure your hay equipment is up to the task. When you buy used hay equipment from Landmark, you're backed by our extensive parts and service network, complete with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you in the field. Shop all used hay equipment online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone and Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln with more exciting news for area car buyers.
Charlie, it's just announced that Honda of Lincoln has won 3 of the Lincoln Journal-Star's Lincoln Choice Awards: Best New Car Dealer, Best Auto Repair, and Best Place to Get Your Oil Changed.
Wow, that's great, Andy. Anything else?
Yes, we were runner-up for Best Pre-Owned Dealer and Best Tire Dealer. A lot of people don't understand that we do sell tires here.
Very exciting, Andy. Why do you think your dealership is winning so many awards?
Charlie, we simply say it's the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business.
Looks like Honda of Lincoln is the great news headquarters for Lincoln.
Yes, and even all of Nebraska, we are also announcing that Honda of Lincoln's the only dealer in the state of Nebraska to win the prestigious Honda President's Award for 2024.
Honda of Lincoln, Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important, though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Vershan Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hi, I'm Asher on summer break and about to start 2nd grade. Thanks to awesome people like you who picked Aloe Fiber. They donated $193,000 to schools like mine. This summer, I'm using my fast internet to keep learning, and I can't wait to tell my teacher everything I discovered. So if you're a grown-up picking internet, choose Aloe, because Aloe chooses us, our schools, our town, and our future. Go to aloefiber.com to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not gonna say that, Terrell. We're not gonna say it, Terrell. What do you got? Anything but that. Anything but that.
All right. Who has a better chance of winning the national title, the Big Ten or the SEC? I have the national title odds. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you gonna let us answer?
Who?
Myself, Euler, and Bach.
Go ahead.
Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Yeah, they've won 2 in a row. Hold on, Euler. We gotta do one thing there. Go ahead, Euler.
Who did the whose poll is this?
It's not a poll.
Oh,
This
where'd
is
it come from?
From Vegas or something?
Yes.
Oh, Vegas. All right. Let's say I'm going to say the SEC because that's how Vegas is.
It's wide open this year. I think it's really interesting. I think I've said this before. I think if Nick Saban were still coaching at Alabama, this would be the perfect year to go, well, I don't know who's number one, so let's put Nick Saban's Alabama's team in there. You got arguments for Texas and Ohio State and all these things, but I don't know. I mean, I'd probably say the better odds, like Euler, probably begin with the SEC.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Ohio State. Plus 500. Texas, plus 500.
Okay.
UGA, plus 650. Penn State, plus 750. Oregon, plus 800. Clemson, plus 1,300. Notre Dame, plus 1,400. Alabama, plus 1,500. LSU, 1,500. Michigan, plus 2,200. Ole Miss, 2,500. Tennessee, 3,000. Texas A&M, 3,000. Miami, 3,000. So out of that, I would probably Ohio State first, Texas, that they're tied. Then you have UGA and Penn State, which is only 100, probably 100 points from between each other.
Advantage? SEC.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, even if you do got the advantage of ACC, in the last 4 years, Big Ten has owned the NCAA football.
No, they won the championship the last 2 years.
They've owned it for the last 4 years.
I wouldn't say that because the previous 2 years Georgia won, but
Ohio
right,
State.
well,
Ohio State should have
50-50.
beat Georgia that year.
Mayak should have.
They should have won that game
throughout college football history, but could have won that game certainly.
All right, I got top 5 defensive positions. So I guess I'll start off with top 5 DNs in the Big Ten.
You kill a lot of trees, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Free paper. All right, no, I'm going linebackers. Top 5 linebackers.
Look. That's like a scouting report over
It
there.
is. It is. The old
and then you're going to throw it away to next week. Go ahead.
Number 5, my man, Ernest Hauser.
Boo.
Originally a Nebraska Cornhusker, Ernest took his talent to Ann Arbor. Past 2 seasons, was given the key to the linebacker room. 89 tackles, 7 tackles for loss.
Oh, no one
2
cares
sacks,
about all this
1
stats.
sack.
Just
All
get to the point.
I'm just saying.
Who's number 2? Or 4?
Amir Campbell from Penn State.
Boo.
Bryce Botcher from Oregon.
Another boo.
Sonny Styles from Ohio State.
Triple boo.
And number 1 is Adrian Fisher from Indiana.
Wow.
Yes.
That's saying something. Indiana has the best linebacker in Big Ten football. Is he an 8-star? What's his star level? Is he a 5-star? What's his star level?
Once you make it like this, there's no star level. I mean, it's who have a better year in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they go by the stats, but go ahead.
Yeah. His grade, his PPF grade of 67 does not jump out, but he had 118 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 4 pass deflections. So first team All Big Ten selection in 2024.
I've got something I wanted to ask for Vershan real quick.
Come on.
This is from Steve Spurrier. He knew a thing or two about football, I believe, about Arch Manning. Said most people picking Texas to win the SEC, they've got Arch Manning already winning the Heisman too. My question is, if he was this good, how come they let Quinn Ewers play all the time last year and he was a 7th-round pick?
I just told you why. I told you that yesterday, Bach.
Well, this time it's coming from Steve Spurrier.
Okay, Stevie. Because we want him to develop. We don't want him to take hits. And we got a better football team in 2025 than we did in 2024. That's why. And we had a quarterback that was capable of getting the job done. And we didn't have to throw our young pup into the fire. Guess what? He's got 4 years to play. I would take a guy that's got 4 years. Could you imagine?
He's got 3, doesn't he?
Yeah, Arch has 3.
Well, anyway, he's got 3 years. But could you imagine a guy? Didn't he? But could you imagine a guy? Didn't he redshirt though?
Yeah, that's
the year before.
He redshirted in 23 last year.
Okay, but
freshman.
Okay, perfect. But if we had a guy that could help us win, how many games did Texas win? 10?
More than that. I mean,
11?
Because they had the playoffs, yeah.
12? I'm simply saying if we had a guy in the stable that could help Nebraska win games that was just as good as Dylan was, do you burn his red shirt?
Well, no, but again, last year he didn't have it. I mean, you had to. His red
He
shirt
had
was-
nothing.
red
Yeah,
shirt
because
was
we
gone.
had nothing. That's why. We burnt his red shirt and everybody else's red shirt that year because we had nothing. Nothing was in the cupboards. Playing with red shirts was better than playing with guys who have been in your program for 3, 4, 5 years. Is that the end of the show?
That's the end of the show.
Already?
Fastest 2 hours in radio.
Good. How?
It's quick.
Why? Where?
You guys will be back tomorrow.
How? When are you coming back? When are you going to be back? Give me a date.
I'm coming back to Lincoln next week.
No, I'm saying when you going to get back to working out? When we going to start the number one start over?
Today was 2048, brother. I'm going to keep it rolling.
Today's day one. All right, we'll throw you. You can definitely do that, Euler. Keep it rolling. 2048. We got to give you concessions for having surgery. Terrell, what do you got?
Nothing. Be in Omaha at 5 o'clock today.
For what? You got to work? What are you being in Omaha for at 5 o'clock, sir?
Work, sir. Work, sir.
That's what I asked
People
you.
have jobs, sir.
Yeah, some of us need to answer quickly. Bach, what do you got?
Oh, not too much. Gonna get some podcasting done. Maybe shoot some hoops later.
Are you really?
We'll try to, yeah.
Okay. You know what? The V's man's going to go get off his foot and Achilles. I got a few more days before. Hey, Akuda Matata. No worries. Euler.
Yo.
Akuda Matata. See y'all tomorrow. 93.7 The Ticket Captain Show.
Your Nebraska Lottery announces the 2025 NASCAR Powerball Playoff. And it's a great way to get on track for a chance to win $1,000. From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the